Hi guys, Rebecca Creates here, and I have a little project to share for some more of the shrink plastic charms that I showed you guys how I make in my last BB craft video. But I'm going to show you how to trace on this rather than stamp on it. So basically I was trying to come up with a way to make some Hello Kitty charms, and I didn't have a Hello Kitty stamp set, right? So I started watching some videos and I saw people freehand drawing on this shrink plastic paper, and I thought, oh, so if you can freehand draw on it, then you can definitely trace. So before I show you like my little charms, I'll just show you quickly how I did it, hopefully focus enough. But what I did was basically just tracing it. So for this little twin stars, I had this book in my stash, and I basically just traced the image with colored pencil. And of course you can then just color it in. You can use a light pad underneath, which I thought worked good for me. So if you have one in your stash, great. But if you have your any kind of paper, like a coloring book, an image, a printout, a greeting card, like anything that's the image that you want to kind of trace, you can just put it down, especially if you have this light pad. It works really well. Just put your shrink plastic on top, right? I did it with the light pad. So you see how bright it is, and then you could just use your colored pencils to trace and color, but it definitely would work without the light pad. Can you see? You definitely can see it clear enough to trace on it, and then once you trace on it and cut it out, or color it and cut it out, right? So basically you'd have like your little image like this one that I did. So this one I have to still color in and cut it out and then shrink it, but it kind of opens up your possibilities. So rather than just stamping, you can trace anything, or if you're an artist, you can freehand. I definitely can't. Another thing that I found, this was by trial and error. I happen to have these in my stash from Daiso. This is a sand eraser, and it erases stamps, like stamp ink. So after I was coloring and tracing and making like little bits of errors, I tried erasing with this, and let me see if it'll do it on the colored ones also. Yeah, so right here I was just sampling different colors of colored pencil, and look, you guys, this sand eraser just erases right off. So right here I kind of messed up a little, so I'll go in and touch it up a little. So if you have a sand eraser in your stash, you can actually freehand and erase, trace, and erase any mistakes you make. So that was just a little tip. I don't know if anybody else has mentioned that. Probably they have. There's lots of channels that do really nice stuff with shrink plastic. But anyway, so I used my shrink plastic from BB Craft, and if you saw my last video or last two videos for BB Craft, I mentioned that this is 15 sheets for $15.29, so you're basically paying about $1 a sheet, and they're way bigger than 8.5 by 11, so just a good value. And then for these charms, I also use these really cute, hopefully you can see them, the little fluffy beads, and they're like pom-pom beads. And I picked this particular set because it had that pastel pink that I love. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but it's like a dusty rose color, and then it had this like gray color, just really pretty. There's this creamy color too. Let me see if it's like a beige creamy color. I think at the bottom you can see a whole bunch of them, just really pretty colors. And then it had a lot of black, which I wanted for some Halloween projects, right? So 80 pieces, 8 different colors, 10 of each, right? It has this pretty yellow, and then like this muted down hot pink. I just think it's really pretty. 80 pieces, 8 colors, 10 of each, and it was only $9.59. So you figure for each set of 10, you're paying a little over $1. If you go on Ali or something, you're not going to find a set of 10 pieces for $1. I don't think. Maybe. You never know. But I just thought that was a good value. And for the colors in it, it was just the color palette that I liked. Especially those dusty rose and those little creamy colored ones. Anyway. So I did the technique I showed you guys before. Only I traced on this. And then I colored it with my colored pencils and shrunk it down. So remember I said, you know, it has a shiny side and it has a matte side. I actually really like how the matte side looks, but you can glaze it. So this one I glazed. And as you can see, it's shiny on both sides. Just with some glossy accents, and then let it dry for a while. So these are the little dangles I made. I just thought this was so cute. I really wanted to make a Hello Kitty one. I don't know why. I was like feeling it. I used some of those black pom-poms, and then from my stash I used some pretty white beads and some little red heart beads and the little Hello Kitty charms on it. And then this shrink plastic one was the little twin stars with that matte finish that I love. And I just put some of those hot pink ones that are really cute. They're like that vibrant color. And I just added some beads from my stash to make it a cute little dangle with the little charm right in front. So that's just a little project share of how I used these fluffy beads, the pom-pom beads from BB Craft, and my shrink plastic that I love. Definitely a good deal. And there's lots of videos out there on how to play with this stuff. So if you're interested in it, I'm going to link the pom-pom set and the shrink plastic down below. I'll also link the BB Craft website, and I have a discount code of $5 off of a $40 purchase, and the code is Rebecca5, but I will list all of that information in the description box below. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and as always, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.